Hey guys, and welcome back to the stream. Iga Swiatek versus Jessica Pegula. We're going to be getting into it. They're about to start. Iga Swiatek's going to serve first. The head-to-head is 3-1 to Iga Swiatek against Jessica Pegula. Pegula will be looking to try and get one back on Iga Swiatek and then make the final of the San Diego Open here. But Swiatek will be serving first. As always, we'll be doing play-by-play commentary with the scoreboard up on screen as well. Remember to that like button, subscribe if you're new, and also join if you want to become a member. But thank you everyone for your support. Keep the votes coming in as well. I think, let's see, 96% of you have gone for Swiatek. Swiatek people in the chat. Swiatek goes into the forehand straight away, but it goes long. And Usher's saying, please like and subscribe, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Usher, for tuning in. The second serve is straight away for Pegula to have a look at. Second serve into, it's a double fault to start off from Iga Swiatek. I guess if you're going to serve a double fault, you serve now to get out of the way because you don't want to be serving in a very tight position. But can Pegula put some pressure on Swiatek early doors here? Swiatek goes out wide to the backhand. Pegula goes down the middle. Backhand up the line from Swiatek. Forehand cross from Pegula. Great depth. Forehand from Swiatek's good as well, though. Forehand to forehand here. Swiatek's forehand in the end breaks down, goes into the net. So love 30 and a very good opportunity straight away for the American Jessica Pegula to open up some early break points here in the opening game of this semi-final. Swiatek, of course, she's the favorite. She's the number one seed, number one player in the world. She is the most informed player on tour right now. Good serve into the backhand of Pegula. She goes down the middle with a forehand backhand cross from Swiatek. Backhand from Pegula short. Swiatek steps in massive into out forehand. Takes it on the rise. Huge hitting from Iga Swiatek from the Polish player. And it is Swiatek at 15-30. And yeah, Pegula just a lob backhand with not enough depth and driven for a winner from Swiatek with that forehand that's been so good this year. Serve into the forehand of Pegula this time from the ad side. Forehand on the middle from Swiatek, then goes cross court. Pegula goes down the line with the forehand. Backhand cross from Swiatek. Backhand in the middle from Pegula and wins the rally. Forehand to forehand as Swiatek changes direction, goes down the line, comes forward to the short ball, goes backhand cross, approaches the net, volley behind Pegula. Wow, that was really good from Swiatek. I have to say, when she approached the net, I was thinking, oh no, she might be a bit of a sitting duck, but in the end, the way that she positioned herself was really good, and she volleyed expertly behind Pegula. Nice to see Swiatek coming forward there as well. I'm really, really liking that. So 30-all, serve out wide from Swiatek. Forehand cross from Pegula. Slice now from Pegula. Backhand up the line from Swiatek is massive. What a backhand from the wild number one. That's just so good. And Pegula looks so disappointed. She's rolling her eyes to herself. She can't believe it. And she'll be thinking, I was 30 love up in the return game. Now she finds herself 40-30 down with Swiatek able to serve for a game point in this opening game. So that wide is a let. Is it? No, it's not. They play on backhand to backhand here. Massive back up the line from Pegula. Slice forehand from Swiatek. Forehand cross from Pegula. And I tell you what, Swiatek has the whole court. And she probably hits that in the court in her sleep. She somehow hits it long. Pegula gets let off the hook. It's juice. Jeff says, my parents are at this. Wow. Why aren't you at it, Jeff? Why aren't you there, mate? So I'm guessing, are you in San Diego as well? Just your parents? Well, that's really cool. Tell your parents to send some pictures. I'll put it on the community tab if you want. And if they want, give them some credit as well. Mr. and Mrs. Jeff. A good serve down the tee from Swiatek. Into the corner goes Pegula with a return. A good return to neutral. Swiatek's pressing with the forehand. A massive down the line from the pole with the forehand. Then goes in to win. Just huge hitting from the back of the court. And despite Pegula doing really well to get a floated return into the corner and deep as well into the corner, Swiatek has been very good this year, especially making sure that the 1+ shot behind the serve really counts. And she goes big, and majority of the time she doesn't miss. She is just so effective with the serve 1+ plays. And there you can just see with the forehand, just dictating from the back of the court. It's so, so tough. Oh, serve down the tee from Swiatek. Goes wide to second serve here. She does have it on the game point. Pegula hasn't been able to open up any break points despite going 30 love up in this opening game. Second serve into the body of Pegula, and the return goes long. Pegula looks disappointed. She should do as well because she was in a decent position. You can see the Polish fans are really happy in there. A lot of Polish scarves and shirts, and everyone seems to be, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are there for Swiatek, which is great to see because she's in the US, and you would expect majority of the crowd to be cheering on Pegula, but she's so popular, Iga Swiatek, and she's a number one. She's a two-time. Am I right in saying two-time? Yes, she's a three-time Grand Slam champion, of course. We're talking about after winning 2 slams this year. She's an incredibly popular player now. That is incredible. 2022 record versus the top 10 this year. Swiatek has 11 wins and 1 loss. Unreal. Jeff says, no, I'm in San Diego. I just drove past it. It's at Barnes. Okay. I was playing soccer at the park next to it. Oh, very nice, Jeff. Very good. Well, stop the net call. Pegula goes long with her first serve. So second serve here. A 4. Oh, for Swiatek to have a look at, but it's a let, interestingly. All right. Can she avoid double faulting first point? That's exactly what Swiatek did. No, she doesn't. Oh, Swiatek has a chance there. She opens up on the backhand, tries to drive it into out on the return. Just goes wide, though. Pegula, 15 love. It was a bit of a tentative kick serve down the middle of the court. The sun goes out. Wow, that's an ace. It is. Oh, it's really good serving, I have to say. Right into the corner. Swiatek doesn't move. She just says, too good. Walks back to the other side and says, that's fine. Pegula will be happy for that, that's for sure. Well, tries to go down the tee. Pegula, but goes into the net. Second serve here for Swiatek to have a look at. What's it? Oh, that's definitely a double fault. Yeah, big double fault. It was an overcooked second serve from Jessica Pegula, and it does mean that she's 30-15 up here, but she's got to be careful because Swiatek is so good at making the most out of opportunities. Oh, serve on the tee goes long. So second serve here for Pegula to have a look at. Oh, sorry, for Swiatek to have a look at even. Backhand down the middle goes deep. Forehand into out from Pegula. Then goes cross court. Forehand to forehand here. Ooh. And Swiatek just whipping that long. So 40-15. San Diego, where apparently the weather's always amazing in San Diego. I've never been, but I would like to go because I hear it's very, very good. Oh, good serve. Oh, and the forehand from Swiatek goes down the line. A backhand from Pegula drifts wide. So 40-30. Wins the rally here. Forehand to forehand. Forehand from Pegula. Great depth. Same from Swiatek. That drags her out wide. As is Pegula. Swiatek tries to go for broke down the line. Probably not the right choice and goes into the tram lines. A very low percentage shot. And in the end, she does hold. Not without its slight trouble. But in the end, does it. Wow. Yeah, just as it barely ever rains and it's always like overcast. I know apparently it's just pleasant all the time. Like we're talking 20, 21 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I don't talk in Fahrenheit, people. I'm from the UK. Good start on the tee from Swiatek. Massive forehand cross. Forehand from Pegula is really good. They stay in the rally. Backhand cross. She's on the run. Pegula's off court. She doesn't even bother running for that ball in the end. Swiatek just drives the backhand into the open court, just making a move left and right. I mean, a lot of defensive work from Pegula there. Very good defensive work, I have to say. In the end, though, just too good from Swiatek, and she succumbed to the pressure. Well, backhand to backhand here. Slice from Pegula down the middle. Oh, that's not good enough. Pegula's been trying to use that slice, but she's going to hit the backhand slice. It has to be deep. If it's going to go down the middle, it has to be deep. And if it's going to go across court, then she needs to find the angle. That was down the middle and short, and Swiatek just steps in and crunches the forehand down the line. So 30 love, and really gifting that forehand to Swiatek. Slice serve out wide is an ace. Beautiful serving from Swiatek. Short slice serve. Pegula has no chance. Really good shape on that serve, Swiatek. 40 love. Let first serve. Swiatek at 40 love. There's a plane, I think, going over the courts. Swiatek's carrying on. You can hear it, yeah. Serve out wide from Swiatek's big short return. Swiatek gets there. Oh. So a bit fortunate from Pegula there, or for Pegula, because she mishits the return massively. It just drips over the net. It makes it quite awkward for Swiatek, and she just pours it long. Tried to just dink it into court, really, and deep, but in the end, can't control it. So 40-15. So wide from Swiatek. Forehand from Pegula is good. Oh, and the forehand from Swiatek into the net. It was a great return, and she's a very instinctive returner, Pegula. Definitely a highlight of her game. Took that on the rise. Very good depth cross court. And Swiatek rushed as she goes into the net. So 40-30. She was 40 love. Can Pegula push Swiatek here? So about wide. Backhand from Pegula goes long. Pegula can't believe it. Again, she manages to lose the return game to 30. And Swiatek with a little come on, because she knows that's an important point. We get into that rally and you just don't know. Swiatek could miss. She could get a bit tight. Pegula could come up with a great return. So the fact that she found a big serve there, big kick serve to the backhand as well, pinpoint with pinpoint accuracy, just shows the type of competitor she is at the moment. She's able to find big shots, big performances, big increases in her level when it really matters. And that's exactly what she did there. Right, so still on serve here, no breaks of serve, which is always good to see. Just shows that both players are, well, they're being solid enough anyway behind serve. There haven't been any breakpoint opportunities, but it has been plain sailing. We haven't seen any games to love yet. It's early doors here at 2-1. And as I said earlier, Jessica Pegula has a losing head-to-head against Swiatek, as most players do on tour at the moment. 3-1. And Swiatek, I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to have a quick look because it'll be on here. She lost quite recently in the US Open, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it? Or is it a Masters tournament? Let's have a quick look. Sorry. Yeah, the US Open, of course. Yeah, in straight sets. That was actually a relatively close match, a lot closer than the score suggests. I'll tell you that. So Swiatek is, winning, one in straight sets. The US Open, one in straight sets, and the French Open as well, and Miami as well. So those are the last three matches. Pegula won the first match between the two. Okay, we're into the rally. A slice drop shot from Pegula is good, is it? Yes, it's very good. Beautiful drop shot from Jessica Pegula. This time she slices with the backhand, but she conjures up a beautiful drop shot, and she wins the point in pretty spectacular fashion. Really good touch and feel from the American and gets the applause from the crowd, rightly so. 15 love. So that wide backhand from Swiatek down the middle of the backhand, then up the line, clips the baseline, then goes forehand cross. Beautiful forehand from Swiatek. She just swats it away. Power personified, and that forehand has become such a weapon. It's just so powerful. She's able to generate incredible acceleration through it. Swiatek, she doesn't hold back. A lot of topspin, which means she's able to really just accelerate with quick hand speed through that ball. Good serve though from Pegula into the forehand this time from the juice side. Forehand into the net from Swiatek on return. So it is 30-15. We'll serve into the net from Jessica Pegula. Guys, remember to that like button and subscribe if you're new as well. Thanks for tuning in. Second serve from Pegula into the forehand of Swiatek into him with the return. Then goes up the line. Oh, what a forehand from Iga Swiatek. The in-twin forehand return was good. Pegula goes cross-court as you would imagine she would. And Swiatek just sets up the forehand on the line. And I'm not joking, makes it effortless, but it's gone like a rocket down the line. 30-all. Beautiful hitting from Swiatek. Pegula goes long with the first serve. So looking for a bit of extra mustard on that first serve, and I don't blame her. She's looking to try and keep Swiatek at bay. Second serve into the middle of the box, though. But, oh, that's a bad return from Swiatek. She tries to go deep into the corner with the backhand. She overcooks it. So Pegula, with a slight sigh of relief there, I think, she'll be happy to just get a little bit of a free point there. That'll be happy. She'll be happy with that. Serve down the middle of the box. Slice return from Swiatek. Forehand on the stretch as Pegula drives the approach cross court. And she can't get that forehand back into play, Swiatek. It goes into the net. It's a good hold in the end, 2-all. I'm pretty sure every single game so far has been held to 30, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting little fact. I'm sure none of you care. But yeah, Swiatek, 96% of you have gone for Iga Swiatek. Pegula, 4%. Guys, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a big red button. It just means you'll get alerted to when we go live. And do hit that like button as well. Really do appreciate it. It does help us out. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in, as always. First serve into the net from Swiatek. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand in the middle from Pegula goes long. So that will be a free point, really, for Swiatek straight away. Be interesting to see if Pegula is able to... Who breaks first? Can Pegula break first? If she does, put in a decent position because no one's been holding particularly comfortably. But no breaks of serve, no break points as of yet. The second serve again here. Swiatek at 15 love and 2-all in this first set. Second serve into the backhand. Massive backhand from Pegula. Swiatek does well to get there. Tries to pass with the net. She just misses the forehand cross. I have to say, has she made it? No, she hasn't. I was going to say. Pegula drove the backhand return. Swiatek on the stretch hits the backhand. And Pegula's at the net. It's a good enough volley. And Swiatek has a very tough forehand cross. Goes wide just 15-all. So that wide from Swiatek. Forehand from Pegula. And then again goes cross court. Oh, massive from Swiatek down the line, though. This time, she doesn't make the mistake of missing. She crunches the forehand down the line. So much spin. You can see the racket speed is immense from Swiatek. It really is. So many different ways of hitting it as well. She just doesn't hold back. 30-15. Goes into the body. Pegula with a good return, I have to say. Swiatek coming for what a pass from Jessica Pegula. Wow. The return was good enough because it was short, but it was backhand down the middle. It was a very good serve into the body. Swiatek goes into out, which is not the wrong play. Doesn't get enough angle on it. Sits up nicely for Pegula and she passes her cross court. Swiatek trying to come to the net. It's a very good pass. 30-all. Can she open up a break point? First serve into the net. Oh, this is a chance, Pegula. Can she come up with a good second serve return here? Here we go. Second serve. Pegula goes cross. Oh, what a miss. Oh, no. Jessica Pegula. What a miss. Swiatek goes down the middle of the box with the second serve. Pegula hits it long, the forehand. Oh, she can't believe it. You can see the disappointment etched on her face. She can't believe it. I don't blame her. Good stuff about why it's an ace, isn't it? Oh, it is. What an ace from Iga Swiatek. Wow. That is massive from the Polish player. Really, really good. That is so impressive, you have to say. Incredible serving at the end there from Swiatek to get out of trouble. Beautiful. Guys, thanks as well so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, please. The big thumbs up button doesn't cost you anything, I promise. Neither does subscribing. It's a big red button. It just means that you subscribe to the channel and you will get alerted to when we upload new videos. We cover a lot of tennis on the channel through all tournaments, really. All major tournaments. So Grand Slams, Masters 1000 tournaments, ATP and WTA 500s like this tournament. 250s even. And we do analysis, draw previews, watch-along commentaries like this, and player interviews, and collaborations with other channels. We have a lot going on the channel, so do get involved, become a subscriber, become part of the QualityShot family, and get involved with QualityShot Tennis. If you want to support us even further, get some cool perks, you can do so by clicking that link in the chat that I've put to become a member. See, Pegula is just a little bit frustrated at times with how this match has gone so far. And the reason why is because, understandably, she's thinking, well, I'm not playing bad tennis. I'm not. But Swiatek is somehow managing to just get out of any situation that is difficult. She somehow comes up with something incredible, something special. And that's because she is a special player right now. And that's why she is the one-on-one in the world. She's able to come up with special shots, special plays when it really matters. Good serve down the tee from Pegula from the juice side. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Slice down the line from Pegula. Good depth on it. Forehand to forehand now. Wow, what? Oh my gosh. That is ridiculously big from Iga Swiatek. They get into the forehand to forehand exchange and it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty even. Until Swiatek just unleashes one cross court, and Pegula, I'm not joking, she just doesn't even get a racket on it. It's gone past her before she's even blinked. She just kind of just waves a racket out there almost as if like to try and get it because it's gone past her in a flash. Love 15. Second serve into the backhand. Oh, Swiatek, good depth on it. Backhand to backhand. Up the line goes Swiatek now. Forehand cross on Pegula. Forehand on the line from Swiatek. Great depth from both players. But Swiatek goes short with the backhand. Pegula approaches the net with a drop volley after with the backhand side. And she gets fortunate. She clips the net cord and it drops over, but it's good enough. The play was the right play. There's a short ball. She goes backhand cross. A lot of speed, acceleration on that backhand. Flat as well. Meant that Swiatek had to hit up, and it meant that she had an easier volley. But in the end, bit of fortune with the net cord, but she'll take it. 15-all. So first serve is long. So second serve here for Swiatek to have a look at. Second serve into the backhand of Swiatek goes down the middle. Backhand from Pegula into the net. She can't believe it. Neither can I. It was a good return. It was pretty deep. A lot of speed through the court. It's difficult to know how you stop Swiatek, really, if I'm being honest. It's quite difficult to understand and know. Right, here we go. 15:30. She's in a bit of trouble here, Pegula. So that wide backhand from Swiatek, good depth. Forehand down the line from Pegula's good though as well. Backhand to backhand. Great backhand from Pegula. Comes forward, hits the drive forehand into the forehand corner of Swiatek. Volley is very good. Oh, that's good from Pegula. That's very good. She needs to do more of that. She needs to come forward. She needs to vary it up because from the back of the court, she's getting out hit. She's getting bullied from the back of the court, and that's exactly what she needs to do. As soon as she gets any type of shot that she's able to come forward to, she should. I know I'm about to say something, and that doesn't necessarily mean she's a good volleyer, but she is a good doubles player. She plays a lot of doubles with Coco Gauff. That's not to say she's an incredible volleyer, but she is a pretty solid volleyer. What just happened? They're going into the forehand to forehand exchange. Swiatek just unleashes a forehand on the line. I'm not joking. The forehand from Pegula, she hasn't done much wrong. It's good depth, not a huge amount of speed, but I mean, Swiatek just sorted it away. Breakpoint opportunity out of nowhere. Backhand on the line from Pegula. Massive forehand cross from Swiatek. Then goes cross court again. Forehand from Pegula goes cross court. Forehand down the line from Swiatek is missed. She just missed it. She was on the back foot of Pegula. She was really up against it. Good defensive work. She didn't go for too much. She just went cross, stuck with her. Good depth. Swiatek went line first and she missed. Luckily for Jessica Pegula, juice. But good from Jessica Pegula as well. Good defensive work. Just good depth, staying in there. Hoping for the mistake, and it came. Forehand to forehand. Slice from Pegula. Backhand cross. Backhand to backhand here. All up the line. What a backhand from Swiatek. Great defensive work from Pegula. Forehand slice. Swiatek is hammering away here. She goes forehand drive volley. Pegula somehow going left to right, getting the balls back. And Swiatek puts away the second drive volley behind Pegula. Incredible defensive work from Jessica Pegula, but Iga Swiatek just too good. Just too good. And in the end, gets a very easy drive volley. Advantage, Iga Swiatek. She's got another breakpoint opportunity here. Breakpoint number 2. Second serve into the backhand. Good depth from Swiatek. Pegula sticking with her, though. Forehand is in, but it's very loopy. Swiatek steps in, goes massive cross court, then goes into out. She gets the break. It's just huge hitting. Oh, my gosh. It's massive hitting. I'm not surprised now about that stat from Roland Garros. So they said she was hitting her forehand as hard as Rafael Nadal. Speed-wise, she was hitting it. So miles per hour comparison between Rafa Nadal's forehand and Iga Swiatek's forehand, she was hitting at the same speed. Incredible. And when you watch her in matches like this, you just realize how hard she's hitting it. What can Pegula do? I mean, she's not playing badly. She's defending well. But any shot that isn't quite deep enough or doesn't have enough pace on it even, she just steps in and just takes it on the rise. She takes it early. She drives through it. She finds great angles, and she's just pummeling away with the ground strokes. And then she even is able now to come forward at the net. She's adding that to her game. You can see serving better as well. Anyway, backhand to backhand here. Slice from Pegula into the net. Oh, she throws a racket on the floor. That break would have frustrated her, and understandably so. She needs a breakdown. Swiatek is 4-2 up and 15-love in this first set. She's looking to consolidate the break. The crowd trying to get behind Pegula, trying to G her up and say, come on, we're still with you. You're still in this match. It's not over. Oh. Swiatek tries to go big with the forehand cross from behind the baseline. She misses it. Tries to go too close to the line. And here's 15-all. Serve out wide. Forehand from Pegula is good. Forehand to forehand here. Up the line goes Pegula. Comes. Oh, that's really good from Pegula. The forehand on the line is pinpoint. It's got enough pace on it. She's really gone through that forehand. And she's got through the court really nicely there as well. Pegula, you can see the way that it's gone through the court. And Swiatek can only slice into the net. So, 15-30, she's giving herself some sort of opportunity to open up break points to break back here. Serve into the body. Forehand slice from Pegula. Miss from Swiatek. And actually, that was a pretty good option for return. She didn't give her any pace to work with. She said, I'm going to go forehand slice down the middle. It's deep enough. I mean, Swiatek probably should be making the forehand, but it's just a bit of a change of pace. And I don't think Swiatek was expecting it. She goes into the net with the 1+ shot. So, 2 breakpoint opportunities here now for Jessica Pegula. She hasn't had any until this match. Can she, until this game even, can she break back and get it back onto serve? The serve is into the forehand of Pegula from the juice side. Swiatek tries to go massive with the 1+ shot with the forehand, and she misses the line. She's trying to go way too close to the lines. Swiatek, it's not needed really, and she concedes the break. And we are back on serve. Pegula 3-4 in this first set. She'll serve to level things up in this first set again. I mean, I understand Swiatek is, I mean, she's timing the ball really nicely generally in this match, but you can time the ball really well and still miss the line, right? You can go slightly wide, you can go slightly long, but especially with the width, I think she's going a bit too close to the tram lines with her ground strokes. She can give herself a little bit of leeway because she's hitting the ball clean enough and hard enough that Pegula's struggling. She's struggling a lot when it comes to the ground stroke rallies. So, or the groundies, as people like to say. 95% of you have gone for Swiatek. Yeah, not surprising there. And 5% Pegula. So a lot of Polish people in the chat. Jazda Iga is what you'll be saying, I'm assuming. So give me a Jazda Iga in the chat. If you're supporting Swiatek, let me know in the chat that you're supporting her. Show your support. And also do support us if you don't mind as well by hitting the like button and subscribing if you're new as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. So it is time, and you can see Pegula will be thinking, okay, I've been given a little bit of a gift here. Can I level things up here? Because if she gets broken back, I don't think she's going to get another gift. Again, I think Swiatek will hold, and she would end up taking a set. So this is a really important service game for Pegula. First serve goes out wide into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here now. Down the line goes Pegula. Backhand cross on Swiatek. Backhand to backhand. Up the line goes Swiatek. Forehand down the middle from Pegula. Massive forehand from Swiatek. You can see her drive through it, really making sure she takes it early. Goes flatter with it. She just goes long. You can tell she's hit that very hard. Again, didn't need to go so close to the line there. And so misses it in the end. 15-love. First serve into the net. Second serve here for Swiatek. She's just got to have a little bit more patience. She can go longer in the rallies. Just whether she is willing to. Forehand to forehand here. Oh, cross-court. Good angles found from both. Pegula switches it up and goes down the line. Slice from Swiatek's very good cross-court. Backhand to backhand now. Slice from Pegula this time. Into the net, though. So it is 15-all. So 15-all. Pegula just slicing into the net. And you can see disappointment again. Just on her face. She knows this is a really important game. She has to hold. She doesn't hold. It's going to be really, really tough to try and salvage this set. Good serve down the tee, though. Backhand from Swiatek's good. Backhand to backhand. Pegula, oh, she's just missed it. She's tried to go for broke. She's tried to go down the line with the backhand. She just missed it. You can see just the wrong side of the tram line. 15-30. How costly could that miss be? It was a tough shot to execute. You almost feel like she needs to hit those those types of shots in to have a chance. Oh, and this time the net cord isn't friendly. She tries to take a forehand on the up, or well, she tries to take the forehand early, shoulder height, and drive through it instead of causing Swiatek any trouble. It just dribbles onto her side of the net after hitting the net cord. So 15-40, 2 break points here. Good set out wide, Pegula, and what a forehand down the line. It's the classic righty play. It's a slice serve out wide from the juice side, dragging Swiatek off court. Swiatek goes cross court, stretching, does well to even get the return back into play. And Pegula crunches it down the line for a winner. Very good 1-2 punch from the American. This time goes into the body with the serve from the ad side, Pegula. Forehand is very good, cross court, good depth. Then goes forehand cross again. She made it. Oh, she has. What a forehand. It was the first forehand that sets up that point, though. It was so good. Great depth and spin and direction on that forehand as well. And then the second one is great as well. Of course, goes behind Swiatek. She saves 2 break points. We're at juice. Good serve on the tee from Pegula. Wins the rally. Forehand to forehand. Clips the baseline, Swiatek. Then goes again forehand. Up the line. Oh, she's trying to go for too much. She's almost trying to clip the lines and tries to go into out of the forehand. Just missing it. She's not missing it by much. But of course, she's still missing it. So the intent there is the correct intent. Just wonder whether she could just take 2% off it. Served on the tee, clips the back of the baseline. Massive into out forehand from Pegula. She does hold. It's a really, really good hold in the end. She was 15-40 down. She saved 2 break points. We're at 4-all. We've got a set on our hands here. We've got a competitive match. This is what we like to see. This is what we like to see. Oh, serve into the net from Swiatek. Second serve coming forward. Second serve forehand from Pegula. Slice from Swiatek is deep. Forehand to forehand here. Oh, Swiatek tries to go down the line. Goes into the net. It is love 15. She's talking to her box. She's getting animated. This could be. I'll tell you what. This could definitely be a chance for Pegula to potentially break. Swiatek will be looking to be very solid here. Yeah, Swiatek goes into the net with the first serve. Second serve coming up. Love 15. Second serve into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand cross. Backhand from Iga up the line is so good. Yazda Iga is what a lot of people in the crowd will be saying off of that backhand. Beautiful backhand down the line from Swiatek. Steps in. Oh, just guides it down the line. Beautiful timing. Oh, interesting. I wonder what she's saying. She's saying to go down the middle deep maybe rather than go to the backhand. Anyway, good serve into the body from Swiatek. Short return. Into out forehand. Comes to the net. Takes a smash going backwards. In the rally, the Pegula reads it. Gets it with back to neutral for both. Forehand to forehand. Great rally. Oh, swats the forehand. Cross court. Swiatek flattens it out. And Pegula not able to handle it. Too hot to handle from Swiatek. 30-15. Very, very good. Right, 30-15, and Iga's got Iga printed on her shoes as well. Good serve into the body, backhand cross from Pegula, then goes backhand to backhand here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that was weird. Swiatek didn't sort her feet out. She almost didn't know whether she wanted to hit a forehand or backhand. She gets caught between two minds and looks very, very awkward hitting that backhand wide. So we're at 30 all. Swiatek says sorry after catching the ball from her toss. I can relate. First serve goes into the forehand of Pegula. Backhand again is awkward. She's like overrun it again. Goes cross court. Forehand. She just suddenly looks like her positioning is just all over the place. Looks like she's overrunning the ball. She's very cramped. Looks like she's kind of tightened up a bit. And it just looks very, very strange right now. The last couple of points. 30-40. There's a break point here. I did say this could be a chance for Pegula to break because Swiatek just getting a bit animated, talking to her box. Obviously, there's something a little bit off. She's not feeling as great as she was at the start of the match. She's got to take this opportunity now, Pegula, you feel. 30-40 second serve as well here now for her to have a look at. Second serve, double fault. Kicks off of the net cord and it drifts long. Pegula, wow, she was, you got to remember, she was 4-2 down. She's just won the last 3 games. She's now going to be serving for the set. That is very, very surprising, but there's definitely been a shift. Something's happened in the last few games where Swiatek has just gone a bit off. First of all, what happened is she was missing a couple of forehands, going a bit too big, trying to hit the lines too much, the tram lines too much. It was going wide majority of the time, just getting angles a little bit off, trying to go for too much in terms of, she needed to give herself a bit of margin for error. Even if it was just a little bit, even 1%, 2% more than she was. And I feel like that seeped through into her mentality. She then got frustrated, talked to her team, didn't look particularly happy, and now that's filtered through into her service game just now and her serve after that double fault. She lost the last 3 games. She was 4-2 up. So we'll see. I mean, it's not over, of course. It's a best of 3 match. Doesn't really mean too much. We know how much of a fighter she is. Pegula, though, is doing the right things. And as I said, she wasn't playing badly when she was 4-2 down, but Swiatek was just playing incredibly well. It's almost like she weathered the storm and she's done well enough now to just say, well, I weathered the storm. Come and get me now. Are you going to be able to carry on that level when Swiatek somehow has dropped a little bit? And because she's dropped her level a little bit, it's just meant that Pegula now has somehow managed to take over, which is interesting. Okay, first serve into the net from Pegula. It's a second serve coming up. Oh, massive forehand from Iga. Swats that forehand return away with absolute disdain. She is like, you can tell she's just, that's a lot of frustration in that forehand. Wow. There you go. Oh, second serve into the backhand. Oh, just misses the backhand. Return just goes long. Does Iga Swiatek? So it is 15-all. %95% of you have gone for Swiatek, 5% Pegula. Served on the tee from Pegula, then goes forehand cross. Great depth, and Swiatek misses the forehand wide. So 30-15 even. Pegula potentially 2 points away from the first set here. What a shock that would have been, considering she was 4-2 down. So she was 4-2 up even. Would mean she would have lost 4 games in a row. Fault. And Jessica Pegula. 30-15 second serve into the backhand. Massive backhand from Swiatek. She's struggling to find her first serve, and that could be a problem because the second serve goes into the backhand of Swiatek. She crunches it down the line for a clean backhand winner. Beautiful shape, 30-all. And she's looking to try and get the break back here. Can Pegula hold her nerve, close out this game and close out the set? Second serve into the body. Forehand cross from Swiatek. Forehand from Pegula goes into the net. Oh dear, from the 1+ shot. Forehand from Swiatek on returns good. Pegula goes into the net though. 30-40, and she's done so well to come back from 4-2 down to give herself the opportunity to serve for the set now at 5-4. Is she going to give that away and go back on to serve? No, good serve out wide. Backhand from Swiatek goes into the net. So she gets a free point after a good first serve. So we're back. Well, we are at juice now. Break point is saved. First set on the tee. Slice from Swiatek is in. Forehand from Pegula into out. Backhand cross from the pole. Then goes backhand again, Pegula. Swiatek on the stretch. Gets it back into play, though. Backhand on the line from Pegula. Swiatek whips the forehand long. Really tried to put a huge amount of topspin on that forehand. Just overcooks it in the end. Advantage Jessica Pegula. She's got a set point. Her first of this set. I mean, this would be a very impressive turnaround considering. Serve out wide. Backhand to backhand here. Swiatek goes in to win. She's missed it. She's again, and that I guess is probably sums up the last 4 games in this set. She just tries to go a bit too close to the line, and she's the wrong side of the tram line. Pegula does take the first set 6-4, and it almost seemed inevitable that Swiatek was going to take it when she was 4-2 up. She's lost the last 4 games, though, and gone off the ball a little bit. Pegula is just stuck with her, and she gets her reward. You can see Swiatek going to the bathroom. She's going to take a bathroom break, and I'm sure she will give herself a stern talking to in the toilet, and you can see her talking to her box. She's not happy, and obviously something has switched in the last 4 games, and her form's just dipped a little bit. Not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, of course. Well, let's go through the stats then for the set. So you can see here 2 aces for Swiatek, 1 for Pegula, 2 double faults for the pole, 1 for the American. First serve percentage was actually pretty good from Swiatek. 75% of first serves in, 61% for Pegula. You can see here, this is the difference that, honestly, we haven't seen this a lot from Swiatek this year because she's been so good behind her first serve. Normally, it's normally a forehand for her first shot after serve, after she makes the first serve even. And that 1+ shot is the forehand. And the forehand normally is just behind the first serve anyway, is monstrous. It is so destructive. Today, though, so far, it has been destructive at times, but it's also been error-ridden at times. And that's why she's only at 50% first serve points won. Pegula is also a very good, instinctive, natural returner. But she's at 73% first serve points won. 63% for Swiatek, 36% for Pegula behind the second serve. And that just shows that Swiatek's second serve is one of the best out there. It's a very good kick serve. It gets out of trouble quite a lot. For Pegula, though, not as potent, and that's why she's in those positions. Breakpoint saved, I mean, look at this, 4 out of 5 for Pegula, 0 out of 2 for Swiatek. Just fought those breakpoints a little bit harder, and that's why she finds herself in this position. But there's not much in it, but you have to say there was a very, very clear shift in momentum at 4-2 where Swiatek was 4-2 up. Pegula will be happy, though. She's 1 set up now. Can she carry on the momentum? I mean, it would be an upset. I know Pegula is, of course, a top 10 player. She's seeded number 4 in this tournament. But in saying that, she's not, let's be honest, I mean, she's clearly not the favorite. People are not expecting her to win. So what I would say is, you know, we've got to be... We have to be honest and say that Swiatek is clearly expected to win this. Right. So, second set's coming up. Swiatek hopefully will be coming back onto court. Was there some rain? Is it raining? Oh no, if it's raining, that is probably the worst possible scenario for Pegula because Pegula has the momentum. I think it is starting to rain. Hopefully, it will pass San Diego. As I said, normally the weather is incredibly good. So hopefully, we won't. Fingers crossed, we won't get a break. And if we do, it won't be for very long. What's going on? Let's see. What's the weather forecast is, I think, what they have to say. Sam says, I'm here. Way, how you doing? Jersey says, I love you, Jersey. Is that what you saying? I don't know. What are you saying? Let's see what they're doing. Just trying to have a listen. So Swiatek, obviously, she was 4-2 up in the first set, lost at 6-4. Pegula came back. Swiatek, her level dipped. Now it's starting to rain. Oh, interesting. So San Diego is renowned for being very, very dry, like extremely good weather all year round. So this is probably a bit of a shock to the organisers. They wouldn't have expected it, I would imagine. I think they're saying to wait probably because they're hopeful that it's not going to last very long. Pegula's saying, yeah, it's fine. If it stops soon, then it's fine. But I mean, she'll hope. Well, I'd imagine she'd want it to continue because she's got the momentum. If they have the break now, she's not gonna. That's probably a disadvantage. It gives Swiatek a lot more time to reset. Sam says, hello, Fazan, in the chat. Hi, Sam. I missed the first set. Damn. Come on, Iga. Sam says, oh, really? She was up 4-2. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people, I think a lot of people in the chat are cheering on Iga, probably going, Yazda Iga. But yeah, she was. She was 4-2 up. She was playing extremely well, crunching the forehand, the ground strokes, the serve, looking destructive as anything. And then she just started getting a little bit, I wouldn't say cocky, but I think she got a little bit overconfident, started trying to go for the lines a bit too much, missed a few, mainly trying to hit the tram lines and just missing them going wide. And then in the end, it was back on serve at 4-4, then got broken, and you're just thinking, I did say that she could get broken in that instance because she started getting frustrated. She started talking to her box, saying, basically, look, what's going on? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And after that, it was just all downhill. It was. David says, yo, Fazan. David, how you doing? Swiatek is going to drive me insane someday. Jane's here. Look at all these silent people in the chat. Where are you when I need you, hey? Everyone's just silent. There were like 300 people in the chat, and everyone was just silent. I was like, okay. Obviously, everyone loves hearing me talk, clearly. They don't want to interact with me. I was like, it's so funny. Classic. If Swiatek is able to mentally recover, then I think she takes the second set. Sam says, I was upset about last week, but if she loses today, I will be mad. Fair enough. Last week she lost Krejcikova, didn't she? Krejcikova's been in incredible form, man. I mean, she's been in great form. It's great to see, by the way. I'm glad that Krejcikova is finally in better form. Like, that's great. Dave says, hello, Jane. Jane says, I miss when you cover matches, David. Aw. I'm covering in a few days. Don't worry, Jane. There you go. Everyone's happy. Whoop! Whoop! David says, Guadalajara is on the agenda. Yeah, we actually should have... So I don't know if any of you guys... I'm sure some of you have seen the Wild West Tennis Podcast, which is the weekly podcast. So Brad Faulkner, who is the host on that every week. He's actually going to Guadalajara. What are they doing? Are they staying? Are they going? I think it stopped raining. So he's actually going to Guadalajara. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we should get some content from Guadalajara. I'm not going to say exactly what because I don't want to get your guys' hopes up and then if it doesn't come through. But genuinely, I think we should have some exciting content. So stay tuned for Guadalajara. Jane says, Fazan, good to see you. Full stop. That sounds quite sinister, Jane. What's going on? Are you not happy I'm here? You want Ash, don't you? You want Ash, that's why. I feel like Jane's an Ash man. He says, hello, Fazanul. Hello? What's going on? Hey? What? They're about to start the second set. Now they've sat down again because I think it started raining again. What's going on? This is like when I'm playing tennis here in the UK. And then it's like, okay, stop raining. Let's carry on playing. Well, actually, in saying that, if it rains, we just carry on going. I'm also... What? Jane says, hey, Lexi. Lexi. I love how you read that out. You know why I read it out? Because I'll tell you why I read it out. I've been so bored. No, I'm not joking. It has been boring, but I like interacting with you guys. So when people don't speak, and I'm like, okay. So when people start speaking, I'm like, make the most out of it. Read them all out. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Nice stop, by the way. The hot pink is dripping. Fair enough. Yeah, it's okay. Right, so play is suspended. It's obviously pouring down. What's going on? They're about to start playing. It's fine. Dave says, I'm going to go to the Bleaching Cup finals in Glasgow for at least a day. So excited. Very cool. Sam says, Lexito. We all want Ash. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm overjoyed to see Fazan. I'm also not a man. I didn't say you were. Did I? Hey? You want to see Ash, man? What did I say? Oh, I meant man as in like, oh man. Not you're a man, if that makes sense. Does that make any sense? Anyway, enough of that. Nick says, curses rain. Indeed. The thing is, the weirdest thing about this is that it's clearly some really random downpour because they weren't expecting it. That's why they ended up just saying, you know what? We're going to wait. We're not going to say play suspended. We're in San Diego. The weather's always good, which apparently, look, I mean, it's all I can say is it's just my luck that the one time, like I haven't even covered, and I would have liked to have, but I haven't personally covered any San Diego matches this week so far. This is my first one. And the one match I cover, it rains. Why? The San Diego is supposed to be the best place weather-wise. Apparently not. I'm not even joking. They didn't even know what to do. They're like, it's raining. Oh, don't worry, it'll stop. And everyone's like, yeah, it'll stop. Because I don't think they're used to having outpours or downpours even. And then, so they're about to start the second set. Started raining. Started absolutely like, well, I don't want to be too rude on camera, but it was pouring down, let's say. Sam says, I know. Sorry I was late. I can tell you were bored. Now even more bored because you're here. Just joking. Sam says, I enjoy seeing Fazan in this mood. What mood? Jane, let's tell some jokes. Good joke, Jane. Good joke. Oh, man. Can you tell I'm tired? Jane says, how many students do the Cyclops have? Oh, okay. How many students do the Cyclops have? Let's have a think. How many students did the Cyclops have? Okay. Half. Is that right? I'm going to say half. He had one pupil. Oh, damn. You got me. That's a good one. He had one pupil. Very good. Very good. No, that's pretty clever. Dave says it's still October, Mr. San Diego tournament advisor. Like, come on, you can't count out rain. No, I am Mr. San Diego tournament advisor, and I say, but you say it's October, but David, you are Scottish. I know you don't live in Scotland, if I'm not mistaken, but look, San Diego is not Scotland. In Scotland, it rains all the time. It doesn't matter if it's October. It can be June and it's raining. I mean, I'm not even joking. When I check the weather forecast and it's June here in the UK and it's like 30 degrees, I check the weather forecast and I look up north where Scotland is and it's snowing and it's like 2 degrees. I'm like, what? But it's 30 degrees here and it's summer, but in Scotland it's snowing and 2 degrees. What? It's like always snowing in Scotland. Always, all year round. All year round it's snowing apparently. Sam says, you mean how many octopuses, Jane? How many octopuses? Jane says he had one pupil. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I've already gone over that. That was a good one, though, I have to say. Sam says Jane usually drags in Ghost. Yeah, where is Ghost? Ghost. Yeah, Ghost is funny. Well, I do like Ghost. David says San Diego and Scotland, similar climates. Exactly, yeah. Exactly the same. Yeah. Jane says, I have no relation to nor control over the ghost. Over the ghost of who? The ghost of who? Jane, the ghost of who? Queen Lawanda on the stream. I don't get that joke. Is that supposed to be a joke? Who's Queen Lawanda? Oh man, you guys are losing me. Sans, I always like how you tell him off, Jane. Very good. What's going on in the other matches? Are there any other matches going on right now? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. So Guadalajara qualifying is going on, if I'm not mistaken. Alicia Parks playing Dollarhide. Okay. Madeline Freck's playing. She's a set and a break up. Right. Jane says, oh, this is my primary form of recreation. David, she's always meeting random tennis players. Mate, who is Queen Lawanda? What is going on? Let's have a look. If I Google this, it better not be something dodgy. Queen Lawanda, CEO and founder of STL. STL Black Women Union? That can't be who you're talking about. Doesn't look like they are tennis related. Sam says, well, this is confusing, but whatever. Yeah, I know. So the choice of music is very interesting. San Diego. It's very interesting. Dave says, I call her Queen Lawanda, but she's called Lawanda. I don't know who that is. Sam says, Fazan, I broke some toes, but I do have 7.5 left. So that's why I'm still on your stream. What? What is this? Sorry, what's going on? What's going on? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Is this supposed to be a joke? Let's read this again. Fazan, I broke some toes, but I do have 7.5 left. So that's why I'm still on your stream. I didn't get it. It's gone straight over my head if that's a joke. Nick says, thank you for explaining, Nick. That's what I needed. Lawanda is famous on Twitter for getting player selfies. Okay, let's have a quick look. You know what I would like to be famous for? What I would like to be famous for is getting pictures. No, actually, no, forget that. Scratch that. I would like to be known for getting interviews with players. That would be good. Pictures are all well and good, but I want to get. Come on, get them on the channel. Let's see. Here we go. Londa. Oh yeah, I am. I follow her actually. Love tennis. Favorites are apparently Rafa, Del Potro, Team, Azarenka, Venus, Serena. These are a lot of players, by the way. Muguruza, Osaka, Kvitova, Goff, Jabeur, Keys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 favorite players. 12! It's a lot of favorite players, but fair enough. Also likes golf, Lakers, Dodgers, Rams, shopping, Leo. Okay. That's her dog. All fans welcome. Very nice. Very, very nice. A little rain in San Diego. Slight delay as lines are dried. Well, that was 10 minutes ago, though. Oh, it says it's mainly sunny here. We shall see. Sam says, no problem, we can have them on. Nick says, would love to see you joining media ranks, Fazan. So I was saying earlier that I'm not going, but Brad, who is part of the channel, he does the Wild West Tennis podcast on this channel every week, which covers the Americas. He is going to Guadalajara. So he's actually flying out this evening, and he will be there for the media day tomorrow on Sunday. So again, I don't want to promise the specific type of content we're going to get, but we are going to get some content. Hopefully, we're going to get some really good content. So just keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm going to be applying for. Is it here? I've actually got my sports journalist pass now, so I'm officially a sports journalist. Well, I've got a card that says I'm a sports journalist from an official authority, even sports journalist authority. So that should help with my credentials for tournaments going forward here in the UK. And then I will most likely try for some in Europe as well at some point. So yeah, I'm looking to go to events as media as well and talk to some players would be nice. But we shall see. We'll see, right? I mean, I can't guarantee it's going to happen. I would like it to, though. Okay. What's going on? Are they back on court? Oh, it looks really wet. Next is great job on getting that. Yeah, thank you. I mean, to be fair, Brad's doing he's obviously going and he's doing it. So I will thank him once he comes with the content, that is, which I'm sure he will, because he's a very nice guy. Oh, this is interesting. So they're sweeping all the water. So I think it has stopped raining. They're just going to try and dry it. And they are sweeping it in a spiral motion from the middle of the court outwards. Yeah. See, this is the problem, by the way, with these tournaments that are normally very sunny. They don't have very good soaking or draining systems for water because they just don't expect it. So they don't spend the money on it, right? Like they just don't spend the money on draining the courts or buying some sort of technology or system to do it because they might use it once every 2 years, once every year. So why bother with that when they can just, play it by ear? And if they need to bring out the brushes, bring out the brushes. That's what they seem to be doing at the moment anyway. Sounds lovely. Lovely jubbly. Dave says, 2034, Rafa, your son Raphael, has been given a wild card to the Mallorca Open. He will become the youngest ever ATP professional. Thoughts on that? Fazan, on your 10th annual Rafa interview. You know what? I think that's the dream, right? The dream is definitely, if I could, in my lifetime, if I'm able to interview Rafa, it doesn't matter if he's retired by that point. That will be definitely something. I mean, I don't have a bucket list, but, it probably would be on there, to be honest. So that would be incredible. But I just want to interview any top players. I mean, not even necessarily top players. I've interviewed a couple of players like Noah Rubin. Obviously, I interviewed him recently. He's played Roger Federer before. He played him at the Australian Open 2017 when he went on to win it. Played him in the second round. He's obviously played some really good players. Hasn't like reached the heights, of course, of like top 50 or top 25 or top 10, but still impressive what he's done. He's now retired or retiring. But yeah, I would like to get more people on board who are in the top 100, top 50, top 25, and then beyond top 10, for example. So we'll see. We'll see. I think as the channel grows, there's more chance for that to happen. And we've got some good things in the works. So we'll see where we land. It'd be nice to get more people on, not just on the men's side, the women's side especially as well. There's some incredible women's players out there. And I feel like, not to say that the male players don't have personalities, they do. They've got some really good personalities. But I feel like with the women, they seem quite, I don't know, they just seem, I feel like they would be quite fun to talk to generally, because they're very friendly generally in terms of the way they speak, and I find that they're a bit more open with their time, and they're willing to give more time-wise to the interview and actually like commit to it, and it doesn't really seem like a chore to them. They're just happy to just chat generally about their career and be quite open and honest about things, which is quite nice from the two women's players that I've interviewed. So yeah. So they have swept a lot of the water off the court. A lot of sweeping going on. Sam says, I agree. Guys, well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new as well, of course. Crazily, as soon as I started the stream, which was absolutely ridiculous, as soon as I entered the stream, I had, I think it was 350 people in the chat. Like crazy. Absolutely, like, I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. So, look, I'm not going to complain. It was really cool. I think a lot of Iga Swiatek fans in the chat who have now gone after she probably lost the first set, so they might not be to be happy or it's raining, but either way, I'm not complaining. It was good times. Good times. Right. David says, I reckon if you can get some interviews from up-and-coming challenger players before they're famous, that'd be good. To get the first full-length interview for big talents, you know. Yeah, agreed. And I had, like, for example, I had reached out to Holger Rune, who I know Stephen from the Slice got an interview with him way back, which is really cool. I reached out to him as well, and I was very, very close to having him on. Like, I was talking to his dad, and his dad was like, yeah, like, just let me just check out this interview that you've done, and should be okay, as long as he's not like super busy. We're at the tournament right now, and I was like, great. Like, I can't, like, you know, at the time he hadn't really done much. He was just playing challenges, but he looked like someone who would be quite promising. And obviously now he has become someone who is one of the top young talents in or on the tour even. So what I would say is, I think that he would have been great to have on, but unfortunately, you know, what happened is he actually won his first tournament, I think a week after I was talking to them, and then he just went into overdrive. So he went on to Tennis TV, did an interview there, and then he started playing tournaments like back to back to back to back. And then I reached out to his dad again. And he was like, "Oh, I haven't seen the interview yet, sorry." And then they basically just communication like fell through the floor, and I was like, "Fair enough." Like, fair enough, you know. I mean, look, obviously he's become a bit bigger than expected, or at that time he'd become quite big, and his dad was probably thinking, you know what, we want to go to the biggest outlets possible, which is understandable. So it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Same with Alex de Minaur. I was pretty close to getting him on as well. I was talking to his mum. His mum was like really keen. His mum was like, yeah, come on, we'll get you on. And I was like, great. And in the end, though, his management company. So his manager was like, he's too busy. His mum was like, yeah, it's fine. His manager was like, no. I was like, okay, getting mixed messages here, but it's fine. David says maybe they'd come to you as an outlet to speak to the world about their progression and growth as tennis players. Yeah. I think Mehdi has had a baby today, and Monfils. Yeah, both have. Congratulations to both of them. If they're watching, which they won't be, because they'll be spending time with their new baby boy or girl, depending on which one it is. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Does anyone know? But either way, very cool, very very exciting, and no, that's great. I mean, look, I have to be honest. It's great to see people celebrating great news, positive news. And yes, it's not technically tennis related, but it's great to share this type of news with people. I think like it's great when you hear good news about anyone, and I'm happy for them, especially for Monfils and well, Alina Monfils is her name now, because she obviously has taken time out from playing tennis to do that. I think I know Medvedev's girlfriend. I don't think she's a tennis player. Could be wrong, but she would have taken time out as well. So like, fair play to her, and hopefully both, both women are fully recovered, and be really easy for them to come back and bounce back, because yeah, it's like it's a big, big, big moment. So enough about that. You can tell I've had a baby recently. David says that's pretty crazy. So close to the Rune interview. I guess it's important to focus on his tennis at that point. From his dad's perspective, he wants to keep his focus on the tennis. Yeah, exactly, and that's fine. Like, I don't hold any ill feeling towards him or like even Alex de Minaur's team. Why would I? Because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they feel is best for the player at the time, and things change. Maybe it doesn't align after a while, and they just think, oh, it's not worth it. Then understandable to say, well, or not even to say, but just to say, you know what, forget it. So I don't think any of us saw the Medvedev news. I did. Life is more than tennis, right? Very deep. Yes, it is. Right, they've got towels out. Okay, how long is this going to take, man? Because this always happens as well. When I need to sleep, when I really want to sleep, it's like there's another match that exactly the same thing happened. I was like, you know what, forget this. And so I was like, can't be bothered. Let's see. I think before I check the poll, I think it was 95% of people had said, no, so 93% now says Swiatek to win. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, you can tell. Yeah. Lav says something in Hindi, which I won't be able to translate, but thank you for commenting, because look, at least you're commenting. That's what I'm going to say. I'm happy about that, no matter what it is, as long as it's not rude. There's a lot of people on the court, a lot. There's ball girls, ball boys. This is hilarious. I mean, they're getting anyone. They're getting people from the crowd, probably. Here you go. Here's a towel. Come and help us. Come on. People, literally, it looks like they got people in the crowd. Come on, yeah, come on. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Swiatek's coach. Come on, get a towel. Start cleaning the court. Come on. Yeah, you. Come on, little 4-year-old kid. Here's a towel. Go and clean the lines. They've got, it's like a big giant Hoover. No, it's not. It sounds like a hairdryer. It's like a massive hairdryer that they're using to dry the courts. Hilarious. Whilst they're still brushing the water away. Like absolute amateurs. Love it. Sam says BRB Surfers On. Surfers On has a good ring to it. Like me. Come on. I was about to say Queen, but obviously the Queen has, yeah, now passed, so it would be the king now here in the UK. I'm not joking. I genuinely feel like a lot of these people don't even work for the tournament. Hey, sir, can you just leave your child with your missus and can you come down? And please, can you help with clearing up the courts? Here's a towel. And you know what? It's even better. You can just lie on it, on his stomach, and just slide down the line to clean it. No, to clean it, just dry it. Just dry it. Can you imagine? God. Just I have to be up at like 7, man. So I think I'm gonna go to sleep. 7 what? UK time? 7 1. David says, have a good one. Hopefully for your sake the match starts again soon. Yeah, genuinely, I've got football in the morning. I play football every Sunday morning. So Saturday evenings are a nightmare if they go on this long. I'm hoping they're going to start soon. Come on. Wow. Right. Hopefully second set gun gets underway soon. That's what we're hoping for. Right. The big hairdryer is out in full effect, which is all good. Oh, man. What are we thinking as well? Do we think that Iga Swiatek can bounce back? I think that's going to be the biggest thing that everyone's looking out for, right? As soon as the restart does happen, because for her, really, this should be pretty positive for her. She would have been like, oh, okay. Obviously not ideal. Like she would have probably not wanted any break generally, but considering she just lost the first set, mentally to then have the opportunity to reset would have been cool. Like not cool, but it would have been handy, useful even for her to have that opportunity. So yeah, I might just go and get a drink, go to the bathroom whilst this is going on, because there's a lot of just hoovering or whatever they're doing, hair drying the courts and towels out and all sorts, which is fine, but which is all good. Right. Okay, I will be back soon. See you guys shortly. Hello. Whoa, my voice. We are back. Rain delay is finally finished, and we are about to start with Iga Swiatek serving first in the second set. She, of course, lost that first set 6-4 to Jessica Pegula after being 4-2 up in the first set. So this second set is going to be extremely interesting because we're about to find out whether Swiatek has benefited from that rain delay and might look a bit more mentally in touch as she was in the first half of that set, or is she going to continue to make those errors that harmed her in the back end of that first set? Here we go. We go forehand to forehand exchange here. Swiatek does go long. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. Swiatek this time goes into the body of Pegula, into a forehand return. Backhand to backhand, slice on Pegula very deep into the backhand corner. What a backhand from Swiatek. Her backhand down the line is definitely a shot that hasn't been affected throughout this match. It's a beautiful shot, and she just tees it up so nicely and just eases it down the line. Ash, how you doing, my man?
All good, all good. Late night tennis. Didn't get much better.
Yep. Forehand to forehand. Oh, Pegula goes into the net, 30-15.
Was it quite a long, lengthy rain delay then?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I managed to do some washing up and stuff like that. Thing is, these tournaments like San Diego, it doesn't normally rain like very much at all. So I think what happens is they don't have the technology for it. Massive serve out wide from Swiatek from the ad side, ace 40-15. So I think they end up just using brooms and towels, and they have like this massive hairdryer that they just basically use all over the court. But it takes them ages. Like, I swear they're pulling people from the crowd to help. That's what it looked like. Hey, you, leave your child there. Can you come and grab a towel and just clean that line, please? Slice from Pegula short. Forehand from Swiatek. She comes to the net. First volley's not good enough. Second volley's not good enough. Is it? Oh, it is. Just as Pegula tried to hit the lob volley, it just drifts long. So 1-love Swiatek. And a very important hold after losing the first set and a bit nervy after losing the first point in that service game. She holds okay. Yeah, so they took ages. I mean, it's here. I think there's another tournament. I think it's a clay tournament. I think it's in Rome. The Masters tournament is the same. Like, they don't have a very good drainage system. I think they actually use buckets. They were genuinely collecting the water with buckets and then taking it outside the court, and I was just like, what is going on? This is so village.
Yeah, at this level.
Crazy. But the problem is that they San Diego, it barely ever rains. So I think they just think, what's the point in investing in it if we're only going to use it once a year, once every 2 years, which I get, but at the same time, as you're saying, at this level, they need to have something. Second serve into the body of Swiatek. Forehand is very good from Swiatek. The return right at the feet of Pegula, rushes her, and she goes into the net with her 1+ shot. Does the Americans to love 15. After this game, if you want, we can just do 2 games each. It's fine. And chime in whenever as well. Chime. Second serve for Swiatek to have a look at. Into the backhand. Oh, ridiculous backhand return for Swiatek. Wow. Backhand, unbelievable. I mean, she steps in. She's well inside the baseline. And just gets on top of the ball. Beautiful shape. Winner.
Violence.
Yeah, literally. Into that backhand from Swiatek on the return. Forehand to forehand here. Swiatek then goes cross court again. Down the line goes Pegula. She misses it. Oh, that's a very risky low percentage shot to try at love 30 from the behind the baseline. She misses it. So love 43 breakpoint opportunities here early in the second set. In saying that, Swiatek was playing like this in the first set up until 4-2 and then somehow capitulated. So forehand slice from Swiatek. Oh, doing the split. Great defensive work. Pegula misses an easy volley though. She does get broken straight away. 2-love Swiatek. Pure, unadulterated domination at the start of the second set. And the Polish fans are going, yeah, here we go. That break helped our man, or our man, helped our player, our person. Right, I'll let you go for the next two games if you want.
Swiatek serving here at 2-love. Goes to the body of Pegula, but long. Play now. Big forehand return from Pegula is absolutely massive.
What? Wow. What a return on the stretch as well. Unbelievable forehand return winner.
Not taking that disrespect after that previous game. She's
crazy.
Dished out a massive return there on the forehand. Unbelievable. So love 15. Swiatek goes into the net with the first serve. Second serve into the body. Backhand from Pegula. Goes long. 15-all. But yes, so in a when you have such a lengthy break, what sort of things do you think the players are doing to stay in the zone?
A lot of stretching and visualizing, I would say, like that's what I normally imagine they do, but who knows? I mean, the problem is that it doesn't help. Like Pegula, that wouldn't have helped. Like she just won the first set, and then there's a break. Swiatek, that helps her because she's wasn't playing particularly well towards the end, and then she gets the lifeline of, okay, here we go. Thank you very much. So, yeah.
Second serve in play. One from Swiatek, one from Pegula. Cross-court rally developing here. And then Pegula goes long on her forehand. So 30-15, sorry. Good recovery from Swiatek in his last couple points. But yeah, it just must be very hard now to stay sort of in the match zone.
For sure. 100%.
First serve, long. Bit of a distraction, I think. Someone in the crowd. There's a kid. Okay, out wide with the second serve. Backhand return from Pegula. Backhand to backhand here. Forehand cross from Swiatek. Finds the corner. And then Pegula is forced into the error. So 40-15. Great forehand cross from Swiatek there. First serve here. Into the net. Second serve here for Swiatek. Goes into the body. Backhand return from Pegula is dispatched. And given the treatment that second serve deserved, a couple big returns from Pegula. Takes us to 30-40. 40-30, sorry. Must be a fun place to watch tennis, San Diego.
San Diego Zoo, complete with fake rocks. If anyone is a Madagascar fan.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering what you said. Yeah, I get that reference. It's a second serve hit. Into the body. Forehand return from Pegula. Forehand to forehand here down the middle of the court. Continuing the exchanges on the forehand here. Whip from Swiatek now. Lob from Pegula. Swiatek should put this away and does. Forehand down the line.
Wow.
Well played.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That first set, up until 4-2, she was hitting the forehand so hard, like unbelievable, like just so clean. I just hitting winners left, right, and center. It was just like, it was carnage, absolute carnage.
And then just fell apart.
Yeah. Then she basically just started trying to go a bit too close to the lines, missed a few of them, like just going to the tram lines. And then you could tell she was a bit annoyed, so she started talking to her box. And I think she just started unraveling. So 4-2, it got back to on serve because she got broken because she went crazy to try and hit. Some of the shots she was trying to hit were ridiculous. I mean, serve out wide, then she was behind the baseline, tried to go down the line, and she was almost trying to clip the line. So she was going the wrong side of the line and got broken to love, I think. So 4-all, you're like, okay, fine, she might reset, but then it was just all downhill. She got broken to 5-4 and Pegula held. Yeah, crazy.
Swiatek's won their last few meetings, no?
Yeah, last 3. So she won the US Open in straights and French Open in straights. So the 2 tournaments or 2 slams that Swiatek's won this year. One in Miami, I think, last year. And but Pegula's won the first meeting between the 2, but I think Swiatek was a bit younger then as well. So, but in saying that, the meeting at the US Open was very close. Pegula had chances. She was just maybe not as clinical. She's got a chance here. She's taken a set off her for the first time in 3 matches. So we'll see whether she can make anything of it.
All right, Pegula to serve hit. Goes down the tee. Backhand return from Swiatek. Backhand cross from Pegula. At the net. Backhand volley. Forehand volley. Makes it. Very nicely done. Very nicely approached the net there. And dispatched the volley at the second time of asking. Backhand drive volley and then forehand volley puts it away. Commanding tennis there from Pegula. Serves down the tee and Swiatek goes long with the return. It's a 30 love. Nice couple of points in this 4th game from the American. Now she goes down the tee and she goes long with that first serve on my blurry live stream. Backhand, forehand cross from Swiatek, forehand cross from Pegula. Now Swiatek goes line with the forehand. Loopy backhand from Pegula is then dismissed by Swiatek on the forehand with extreme precision there.
Can you hear that in the background?
Pardon?
What's going on, man? It's like cars going on, like driving, or motorbikes you can hear on the stream.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like planes and stuff. It's crazy.
Serve down the tee again. Forehand return from Swiatek's a good one. Backhand crosses a good one as well. Looped up in the air by Pegula. Drive volley forehand from Swiatek is world class. 30. Oh, that is unbelievable stuff. Mate,
unreal. Have you seen on the stream now? You can make it full screen.
Yeah. It's thick. It's a game changer. It's quite blurry, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot sharper when it's smaller, but I'm like, still.
First serve goes long. A crucial point, really.
Then he'll be happy. He was really unhappy when it was a smaller screen.
Down the tee, serve. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand from Swiatek. Backhand now from Pegula. One cross from Swiatek goes wide.
Mm.
So important point there for the American. Takes us to 40-30.
When we started the stream, actually, we had like 350 people, but like as I started. So I started and they're like, I was like, what? I was like, literally. And then I think it's just loads of Swiatek fans. Then when she lost the set, it just like dropped off. I was like, okay.
Rage quit.
Yeah, literally, I was like, fair enough. Literally, it's so funny. It must be because I checked the poll on YouTube that I put on, and it was like 95% of people had a vote for Swiatek. I was like, definitely. Yeah. But 91% at the moment, 421 votes, not bad.
Solid. A double fault there, so we're at deuce now, and Pegula goes long with her first serve. That goes into the body. Backhand from Swiatek. Return is a good one. Approaching the net here is Swiatek. Forehand volley. Pegula lob. Swiatek smash. Ooh, I think she
missed
wide
it.
there.
If she made it, would have been a good one. She was pedaling backwards.
Yeah, not the easiest one. Decent lob from Pegula, in fairness. Now she's presented with another game point. Definitely needs this to stay in the set, you'd think. And she gets it. Decent first serve. And Swiatek puts it into the net on the forehand. So Pegula off the mark in this second set, which Swiatek leads 3-1.
The next two games.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. Swiatek. That was a really crucial hold, otherwise she might have got bageled. That would have been embarrassing. God. I've just taken a set as well. Swiatek with their eager shoes. Eager.
Oh, yeah.
Serve into the body of Pegula, forehand cross, forehand from Swiatek. Pegula goes down the line with a forehand, backhand cross from Swiatek. Pegula has the chance to step on the backhand, flattens it, but goes into the net. And a slightly, very quick shriek of dismay from Pegula. She jumps up, can't believe she's missed it. 15 love. So into the backhand this time from the ad side. Forehands down the middle from both. Backhand cross from Swiatek. Slice from Pegula cross court. Backhand from Swiatek, which she's made all day. This time she does miss. Again, just trying to go a bit too close to the line. Goes into the tram lines, 15-all. But she is 3-1 up and a break up in the second set. So I guess she can afford to maybe go for a little bit more, be a bit more adventurous, although she will think back to that first set and that lost lead. Third on the tee. Ooh, fault, although my eyes deceive me. I thought that was in, but I'm obviously not a line judge. There shouldn't be one. Second serve here. Goes into the body, forehand cross on Pegula. She's well inside the baseline. Then goes down the middle. Swiatek's done well to get back to neutral, though. Backhand from Pegula cross court. Backhand from Swiatek. Great angle found, is it? No. She's just gone wide with it. So 15-30. This is a big, big opportunity for Jessica Pegula. She opens up break points here. She then starts to really make Swiatek think. And Swiatek will definitely have a bit of scar tissue from that first set. I'm telling you now. So if Pegula can just continually press her, just never know. Serve is into the net. So second serve here. Surely going to cash it on the second serve. Get herself in the best possible position to open up 2 break points. Second serve into the backhand. But oh, she's missed it. Oh, no, no, no. It was a good kick serve. And Swiatek has arguably the best kick serve in the women's game. She does win more second serve points than any other women's player that I've seen on tour. But Pegula, after a couple of really good second serve returns, will be disappointed there. Just maybe stepping in a bit too much. Ended up taking it almost above shoulder height. Goes into the net, so 30 all. Serve into the body of Pegula, forehand down the middle. Slice cross court, backhand cross from Swiatek. Backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes Pegula, great backhand. Then steps in and goes forehand cross. Swiatek sticking with her. But in the end, her forehand finds the net. So it's 30-40 here, and she does open up a break point. Can she take it? On the first time of asking, she's only got one to access at the moment. Big opportunity for the American here to get it back on serve. Try and level things up in this second set. It's pretty reminiscent of that first set. If she's able to get the break back here, that is. Serving to the backhand. Great serve. Clipping the back of the service line. And Pegula with some decent contact, but just a bit too flat again. Goes into the net. She's trying to rush Swiatek, so she's trying to go flat with the returns. To really accelerate through the court. So we are at juice. Swiatek, if she holds it, it'll be a crucial one. Goes out wide, backhand. Sorry, forehand even. From Pegula is just long. He has a very sharp return, but doesn't find the court. So it is advantage to the world number one in the Polish player. This will be a crucial hold. Pegula will be thinking, need to break now. Want any chance of winning in straight sets. First serve into the net. Second serve coming up. Second serve delivered into the body. Oh, Pegula, what is she doing? I almost feel like she's even more frustrated. So she's so far up in the court. I don't know why. I mean, it clipped the back of the service box that she barely had time to react and hits the backhand long. I'll just give herself more time. She's trying to rush Swiatek. I get it, but it didn't work the previous point from that ad side. I don't know why she then thought, let's just step in even more.
Yeah.
Crazy decision. Anyway, 4-1 up Swiatek, and she does hold after saving a break point. Pegula, should be thinking, is it possible to salvage this set? I wonder whether her mind is wandering towards a decider.
That's the thing, right? She really needed to learn her lesson after that first return from the outside.
Yeah, 100%.
The best players will tell themselves straight away, let's not make that mistake twice.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. The thing is, the scoreline doesn't look great at 4-1, but she's only a breakdown. So she holds here. Of course, she does have a chance, but it just becomes harder and harder as the set wears on. And considering she's serving second as well, so it's a disadvantage when you're breakdown, especially. Which means that the scoreboard pressure is very firmly on you.
Do you know what Iga's wearing on her hat?
I think it's a Ukraine thing, isn't it? Ukraine flag. I think she's been wearing it for a few months now. Ukraine flag, I think. Little ribbon. Pegula going long with the first serve. Second serve here for Swiatek to have a look at. Obviously, if she breaks here, she would serve for the set. So it's a crucial hold. Double fault to start off. Not the ideal start for the American. Not ideal whatsoever. First serve down the tee from Pegula, then goes forehand to forehand with Swiatek. Oh, really good from Pegula. Steps in, goes forehand slice, approaches the net. Good volley. There we go. That's volley. How you do it. Great approach. Low over the net. Great depth. And then the volley was very good from Pegula. Good depth and direction. And Swiatek not able to get to it. It's a very good doubles player, Pegula. Plays doubles with Goff. Backhand from Swiatek on the stretch. Oh, what a pass. How she found that? That didn't look clean. I'm not sure whether she meant to find that much of an angle. If she did, it was genius. Either way, an incredible shot. 15-30. So wide backhand from Swiatek into the net. It is 30 all.
Yeah, on that previous point there with the volley, she did that classic double strategy of forcing the opponent to play up, and then get the high volley.
Yeah, she's been trying to do that. Either hit a slice or hit very flat. So then Swiatek has to hit up. So then she's able to hit a smash or like an easier volley rather than having to hit a very low volley. Good serve on a tee from Pegula, backhand to backhand. Goes down the line. Clips the baseline, Pegula, actually. Forehand here from the American. The forehand from Swiatek breaks down into the net. 40-30. And the crowd cheering on a fellow American. She's got a game point here. Just to keep it respectable and just to break down in the second set. Give herself a chance of somehow salvaging something. So wide is it? No, it goes long. Second serve coming up. Oh, forehand from Swiatek. Clips the baseline. Then goes down the line with the forehand, comes forward for the volley. It's a hard volley. Oh, it's a very hard one. It's a very hard one. On the half volley, tries to just dink it over for a drop shot. I would have made that. No, only joking. But no, very, very hard. I can tell you that. I've tried it many a time and barely ever comes off. Not an easy shot to make whatsoever, even for someone as talented as Iga Swiatek. That was a very late call. Do you want to do the next two games?
Oh, yeah. Point. Good point. All right, Swiatek serves into the body. Backhand return from Pegula. Backhand wide from Swiatek. And again on a backhand. And then forehand is wide from Pegula. So a couple good backhands there from the Polish world number one. Love here. She goes long with the first serve. So second serve on its way. Second serve is to the body of Pegula. Forehand from both players down the middle. Volley from Iga Swiatek. Pegula at the net and goes long with the lob.
A good drop volley, to be fair.
Yeah. Very good drop volley from Swiatek, forcing Pegula into a very difficult shot. So 30 love lead here now for the Pole. As she goes to the body with that first serve, backhand to backhand hit, forehand cross now from Pegula, forehand cross from Swiatek. Same again from both women here. And then Pegula goes long, which is trying to go down the line on her forehand. And it means it's 40 love here. Decent lead in this game now for Iga Swiatek. Couple errors from Pegula. Not at the right time. So 40 love. First serve into the body. Backhand from Pegula is a good one. And now she's on a forehand. Forehand from Swiatek sails long. Pegula watches it sail long. So it's 40-15 here. Good depth on her ground strokes there. And force the error. I wonder if Swiatek's friends with Hurkacz.
I think they are. Yeah. She's also friends with Lewandowski.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's come to watch a lot of her Grand Slam wins.
I'll see.
He was there at Roland Garros final. Yeah, I think at the US Open final he was there as well.
Oh, well, he's a big support.
Yeah.
Two icons of Polish sport.
Yeah.
Okay, serve out wide. Pegula forehand return goes long, so Swiatek claims that game relatively comfortably, and she takes a 5-2 lead here in the second set.
Looks like we're going into a decider, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Pretty commanding position. Pretty commanding tennis, really, since the restart from the world number one. So Pegula looks like she might have all to do in this. Well,
I'll tell you what,
there.
the song choices have been pretty good in this tournament.
Oh, what's it playing now? I'm on mute.
Oh, you don't have to mute it. You can put it on quietly. We won't be able to hear it.
Oh,
Only
really?
you'll be able to hear it. Yeah, because your earphones are connected, right? So it
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
through your earphones. It won't play out here. So my earphones are connected, right? If you're playing out loud on your laptop, then yeah, I'd hear it.
Yeah, okay. All the comments.
The comments, oh, there were loads before. Since we started, I don't know, it was Rob Smith. But yeah, guys, get your comments in. The funniest thing is when there were like 350 people, no one was commenting. And then and I was like, what's going on? And then some people, I think like Jane and stuff, were like, oh yeah, we're in the chat. I was like, where the heck were you before? I was like, we were in the whole time. I was like, you're just like listening to me, are you? Is my voice that great to hear?
Is that focused on
Yeah.
commentary?
And some people gave up after the rain break.
Yeah, imagine that. Pegula serves down the tee, goes long. Anyone still here after the rain break? Please reveal yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Get involved in the chat.
Okay, big forehand return off that serve from Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here, and Pegula goes into the net. Love 15. Assertive tennis there.
Let us know who you think is going to win as well. 91% of you gone for Swiatek. That's in the poll, but now that it looks like we're going to a decider, give us a prediction for that set as well.
Indeed, yeah. First serve into the net. Second serve is well long.
She's struggling. That's now 4 double faults, I think.
Well long. And it's a love
2 in
30.
2 games. Yeah.
Yeah, you said 2 in 2 games. Struggling with the serve at the wrong time here.
Mm-hmm.
She goes down the tee with this first serve. It's a better one, and Swiatek sends the backhand return long.
She does something that Nick Kyrgios would tell her not to do, which is she went with her toss. She lets it drop quite a bit before hitting it. So they always say try and hit your serve at the top of its toss. And she doesn't do it though. It's probably why it's not as consistent as she'd like.
Oh yeah. I just noticed. It does loop down a bit, doesn't it? Okay, second serve in play. Backhand return from Swiatek. Backhand to backhand here. Down the middle of the court. Forehand now Swiatek. Pegula steps in on a backhand. It's a good one. Lob from Swiatek. Does find the corner. Backhand from Pegula. Forehand to forehand now here. Swiatek steps in on her forehand. Swats it away across court emphatically.
Wow.
And she's opened up 2 set points here. A great
Couldn't
lob.
handle the heat.
Got her back in that point. And then she never looked back.
Just couldn't handle the heat on the forehand, could she?
Mm-hmm.
Gave her an easy lob.
Okay, first set point now. Serve out wide. It's a good one. Forehand return from Swiatek. Forehand from Pegula. Backhand volley is fantastic from Pegula. Finds the corner. No chance for Swiatek. It's a brave play. Great touch and depth on the volley. Good hands. Serve out wide. Backhand return from Swiatek. Backhand to backhand here. Forehand from Swiatek does clip the line. Wow, what a forehand to take us to a deciding set. Roars from the poles in the crowd. Superb forehand there. Another break. So a 6-2 second set victory there for Swiatek.
Crazy.
But
What turnaround.
does mean
Classic
we do go
Iga.
into a decider. Classic Iga.
Yeah.
Clutch.
That break would have helped a lot. A team
Mhm.
would have talked to her. She would have just got back into the zone, and it clearly has made a difference.
Mhm.
Cool. Are you okay for me to go then?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'll lovely
Yes,
leave
sir.
you. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Mhm.
Well, I'll see you in a few hours. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, third and final set upcoming here, guys. Swiatek definitely with the momentum, with the confidence, but third set means a clean slate for Jessie Pegula, who seemed to really, while Swiatek benefited from that rain delay, looks to have really hindered Pegula's progress. We'll see what she can do in this final set. Would be a huge win, given how this year's gone for her in terms of the head-to-head against Swiatek. I think it's 3-0. So a chance for Pegula to claim a victory with that home crowd behind her. But of course, the world number one stands in her way. The dominant force in women's tennis at the moment. Scooping up trophies left, right, and centre. Okay, players are ready now for this final set. If anyone's enjoying this match along with me, please let me know your predictions for this final set. I'm going to go Swiatek 6-3. But we shall see. Could be a few twists and turns ahead of us. Okay, eager to serve. First serve is long. Second serve here. To the body of Pegula, backhand return. Forehand to forehand here. Cross court from Pegula, then down the line for Pegula. Big backhand from Swiatek. No chance for Pegula. Probably shouldn't have been approaching the net at that point. So risky strategy and gets punished on the Swiatek backhand. Beautiful angle of that backhand there. So 15 love. Serve out wide, backhand return from Pegula. Forehand to forehand rally developing here. Big forehand into out from Swiatek. That is massive. 30 love. Wow, top stuff. As QualityShot Tennis gets his prediction in 6-2. I mean, start she's made in these first couple of points, I wouldn't bet against that outcome. As she serves down the tee. Backhand from Pegula sails long. 40 love. Early doors in this final set here. Three game points here for Swiatek as she goes to the body with that first serve. Backhand return from Pegula. Forehand cross from Swiatek and then forehand into the net from the American. So commanding start to this third and final set from Iga Swiatek. Holds to love. Pegula, well, what does Pegula have in reply? Broken a couple of times in the previous set. She'll want to get an early hold, that's for sure. Can't afford to go behind early doors here. A breakdown of that previous set. 3 double faults, pretty costly from Pegula, and Swiatek impressive on the stats board. 9 winners to Pegula's 5. Okay, Pegula serves down the tee. Backhand return from Swiatek is very, very good. Now she's on her forehand. Pass from Pegula is superb, though. What a pass on the backhand. Swiatek approached the net. Approach shot wasn't the best. Pegula picked it off. Probably making the wrong decision going into out. Perhaps should have gone into the open court. Pegula, a nice backhand pass as she serves into the net. Now she goes out wide, backhand into the net from Swiatek. Disappointed with herself with that one. Pretty slow second serve. So Pegula takes a 30-love lead here. Just the start she would have wanted. Swiatek gives a little slap on the head. Okay, into the rally now, and backhand into the tram lines from Pegula. 30-15. Coral orange shoes. Serves down the tee. Big forehand from Pegula. Backhand from Swiatek. Forehand from Pegula. Down the middle, forehand to forehand here before Swiatek goes long on her forehand. So 40-15 here. A couple game points for the New York native. Just Pegula from Buffalo, New York. Serves long. Oh, no, she doesn't. My bad. It's in play. Blurry stream lets me down again as Swiatek sends a backhand into the tram line. So Pegula gets a really crucial hold there. Needed that just to settle the nerves, just to establish herself on that scoreboard. So well played, Jessie. Why is someone in the crowd yawning? What's all that about? Can't be doing that. It's not nearly 1 a.m. in their time. No excuses. Big first serve ace from Swiatek out wide. 15-love. Swiatek goes to the body of Pegula. Forehand return is prodded long from Pegula, and she sinks her head there, and disappointed with that return clearly. .30-love here. Swiatek goes out wide. Good forehand return from Pegula. Now slice from Pegula. Backhand cross from Swiatek. Backhand cross from Pegula. Into the middle of the court now. Forehand to forehand they go. Loopy forehand from Swiatek. Backhand from Pegula. Backhand from Swiatek. Swiatek at the net. Oh, sends it into the tram lines on her backhand. Would have expected to do much better there. Plenty of open court. Pegula gratefully watches the Swiatek backhand sail into the tram lines. 30-15 here. Swiatek goes tee with the first serve. Forehand return from Pegula is a poor one, goes well long. And couple of game points now for Swiatek. Nice arch, angling away now on the first serve. Very nice arc. And she has a couple game points here. Can she see it out? First serve out wide. Pegula forehand return. Cross is a good one. Backhand now from both women. In the middle of the court here. Forehand cross from Pegula goes wide. Disappointing stuff from the American. But it means Swiatek goes up 2-1 here in this deciding set. As we have a comment from Christoph. Go, Iga, go. Support for the poll. Good to see. Iga certainly looking like she has the momentum. That rain delay hasn't really looked back since. But early days in this deciding set. Christoph, are you from Poland? Someone was saying we had a good Polish contingent in the stream earlier. Supporting their girl. Definitely some Poles in the crowd as well. Well supported now wherever she goes. Must be crazy for a 21-year-old, you know, not exactly on the tour for all that long, and such a rapid rise to the top of the game. And suddenly, you know, you've got a touring party traveler supporting you wherever you go. Seems the pressure of being world number one and a multi-time Grand Slam champion just does not faze her. Experience head on young shoulders, that's for sure. Pegula to serve here. I'm a big fan of the shoes. I don't think I could pull them off personally, but Pegula makes it work as she goes into net with the first serve. The coral orange sort of, very nice. Second serve into the body backhand from Swiatek is not a good one. Not what the doctor ordered. It's 15 love. Pegula now serves down the tee, but into the net. Needs to get that first serve percentage back up, I think. Far too many seconds for Swiatek to have a look at. She goes down the tee again. It's a good one. Good return on the forehand from Swiatek is very, very deep, and Pegula goes into the net. Extreme depth there from the pole. Made it a difficult shot for Pegula, who didn't really set herself, didn't really drop behind the baseline enough. Made for an awkward shot. She goes into the net with that first serve again. It's a second serve here for the pole to have a look at. Goes to the body. Backhand return from Swiatek takes a good one. Forehand from Pegula is wide. And we're at 30 all here. Even Stevens in this Pegula service game. Important point now. As Pegula serves tee. Forehand return from Swiatek. Backhand to backhand. Cross court here. Great backhand from Pegula. Now she's in the net. Backhand volley. That is superb. Superb tennis from Pegula. Approached the net brilliantly after a fantastic cross court backhand. Really sharp angle. Stepped onto it after a fairly short one from Swiatek. And then again, great hands at the net. Too hot to handle for Swiatek. First serve goes long here. Big fan of Pegula at the net. This was almost saying earlier. Very good doubles player, and she's showing that here. Comfy at the net. Okay, serve to the body here. Short return from Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here. Good depth from Pegula. Again, forehand to forehand. We go, and then a poor forehand down the line from Pegula. She had the ascendancy in that rally, sorry. And then disappointing there. Didn't really get her feet in the right position at all. And she looks dismayed as she finds the net. It's a break point opportunity for Swiatek. Second serve as well to look at as Pegula goes to the body. Big backhand return from Swiatek. Now she's on her forehand. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand from Swiatek. Going for it, but she goes wide. Throws away the break point opportunity there. Really, really good opportunity on the forehand, but a bit of a wild swing at it. And well wide in the end. Disappointed from Swiatek. Relief for Pegula, who now goes to the body with the first serve, but goes long again. Needs to be making more first serves here if she wants to have any chance of winning this match. She goes body with the second serve. Backhand hits a net, but close over from Swiatek. And then Pegula forces an error from Swiatek, who sends a backhand well wide. So advantage now for Pegula from breakpoint down. Now 1 point away from getting us to 2-2 in this decider. Let's see what she's got on her first serve. She goes T, forehand return. First serve was the net. Yeah, second serve here. Big kick serve. Backhand to backhand hit. Now both players on their forehand, but then backhand from Iga. Backhand again down the line from Iga. Forehand cross from Pegula. Forehand to forehand rally down the middle here. Big forehand down the line from Iga Swiatek. Now she's on her backhand. Brilliant put away on the backhand. Well constructed point ultimately from Swiatek. Found that depth, found that angle, and stepped in, invited to step in, and takes the invite with open arms as she puts the backhand down the line comfortably. Pegula upset with herself there. Big first serve there from Pegula. Forehand down the line. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant response there from Jessica Pegula. Whistles from her camp in support. Great serve there and great forehand down the line. We said she needed more first serves and she had one there. Can she get another? Goes to the backhand of Swiatek. Great first serve, and Swiatek goes long. So a couple of really, really good first serves when it mattered. Gets us to 2-2 here. Great hold if you're Pegula and a fan of Pegula. So 2-2, 2 apiece in this deciding set at the San Diego Open semi-final stage. Iga Swiatek serves wide. And now forehand to forehand here. Backhand from Pegula cross court is a good one. Backhand from Swiatek on the stretch. Now backhand down the middle. Pegula at the net. Backhand volley. Swiatek pass. Easy pass. Not the best backhand volley this time from Pegula. Bit lacking pace, really. Lacking pace, allowing Swiatek to really set herself, pick her spot, and she whips that backhand well in to the open space of the court. Pegula not happy with herself there. Uncharacteristic poor volleying. Swiatek serves down the tee. It's a good one. Great backhand return from Pegula. Short from Swiatek. Pegula refuses to step in this time, but it doesn't matter because Swiatek goes wide on her backhand. So 15-all here. Great point from Pegula after the disappointment of losing that first point. What can she do here now at 15-all? Swiatek goes to the body of Pegula. Great serve backhand from Pegula, and then poor backhand from Swiatek. And which means we're at 15-30. So a little mini chance. Door slightly ajar for Pegula here. But Swiatek will look to slam that door shut pretty quickly here as she serves to the body of Pegula. Backhand return. Forehand from Swiatek. I believe goes long. Yep, goes long. 2 breakpoint opportunities all of a sudden for Jessica Pegula. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Interesting development here. Okay. Swiatek under pressure here. Can she find a big first serve? It's a decent one. Backhand return from Pegula. Backhand from Swiatek cross. Likewise from Pegula. Backhand line from Swiatek. Very good. And forehand prodded long from Pegula on the stretch. Brilliant backhand down the line from Swiatek under pressure. She goes to a towel now because she's another very, very important point here. Breakpoint opportunity number 2 for Pegula. Have to feel she really does need to take one of these if she's going to have, you wouldn't think Swiatek's going to offer too many more. So can she take it? First serve here. It's the net and goes long. So second serve opportunity here at break point. Let's see what Pegula's got. How far will she step in this time? Will she make a more measured approach? Swiatek going to reset her toss here. Takes her time, as always. Make sure she's got that focus. As Pegula steps in, backhand return, backhand from Swiatek, finds a corner brilliantly, but Pegula loops a forehand. Swiatek cross court with a forehand. It's a big one. Finds a line, does Pegula. Big forehand, absolutely massive forehand from Swiatek. Absolutely gargantuan. After Pegula loopy forehand found the line, so it was not an easy shot by any means. But what a forehand cross court from Swiatek. Under immense pressure. That is why she is a world number 1 and an already multi-time Grand Slam champion. So she saved 2 break points here to take us back to deuce. Goes out wide with the first serve. It's a... Goes too wide. Goes too wide. Sorry for the delay, guys, on some of these points. It's blurry stream problems, if I haven't mentioned already. Okay, second serve's in play, and then swatted away is the forehand by Swiatek after Pegula clipped the net cord. So advantage now to the pole. Having been under the cosh in this game, she is now threatening to take a 3-2 lead in this decider. First serve into the body of Pegula. Pegula down the line with the backhand. It's a decent one. Forehand to forehand now. And then a frame from Swiatek sends into the San Diego sky. So back to deuce. Absolute frameage from the pole. Happens to the best of us. Serve out wide. Forehand return from Pegula. Forehand to forehand. Rally developing down the middle. Backhand from Swiatek. Backhand again from Swiatek. Goes wide. So another breakpoint opportunity presented to Jessica Pegula here. Can she take this one? Couple of errors just crept into the Swiatek game all of a sudden. Go Jess is the cry from the camp of Pegula. Breakpoint number 3 here. Serve, body of Pegula, backhand to backhand, cross court here. Good backhand from Swiatek, and then Pegula, poor backhand into the tram lines, gets us back to deuce. Swiatek just doing a bit more with her backhands than the American. Good stuff. QualityShot tennis is tight. This is tight. This is a super tight game. I feel it's a crucial game, that's for sure. Great serve out wide from Swiatek. Steps in now, forehand down the line, crushed down the line by the pole. advantage goes her way now. More Polish fans in the crowd. I wonder if San Diego has a strong Polish community. There's a couple of places here in London that are. Serve goes wide from Swiatek, so second serve here. And the second serve is wide. Pegula sends her return long. So Swiatek gets that crucial hold. Having faced numerous break points there, she will be breathing a mighty big sigh of relief there. Great stuff in the end to hold some big serve and when it mattered. And Pegula, well, if you're in her headspace, you'd be thinking, what have I done? That was my chance. But she has to get that game out of her head. She's got to hold her own service game now. And she'll be wanting to do so in more straightforward fashion than Swiatek has just done. Had 3 breakpoint opportunities there, but failed to capitalize. And Swiatek, as she's shown already throughout her brief career, really, is probably at her best when she's when her back's against the wall. She just finds that extra level, digs that extra bit deeper, and finds a way. She's got that metal. Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please do like and subscribe to QualityShot. Join the QualityShot family. We will welcome you with open arms, that's for sure. Please do so if you're watching and listening along with me here. As we pass the 1 a.m. mark here in London. I think this match is just about to hit 2 hours. Serve long from Pegula. Second serve here for Pegula goes body of Swiatek. Swiatek backhand return. Backhand from both players before a very, very wild backhand from Pegula. Another 15 here. Serve down the tee from Pegula. Forehand to forehand now here. Pegula at the net, but goes well long. Love 30. And is it just one of those oh so familiar stories in tennis where one player fails to take their opportunity and the other player doesn't make that same mistake? Swiatek is here at love 30. Great serve out wide from Pegula. Backhand from Pegula. Forehand from Swiatek. Forehand cross from Pegula is a good one. Forehand from Swiatek. Now down the line with the forehand goes Pegula. At the net, backhand volley. Swiatek. And Swiatek at the net as well. Joins her easy put away with the forehand volley. And it's love 40, ladies and gents. All of a sudden, Swiatek looks back in the driver's seat here. 3 break points. What's Pegula got? Can she dig deep? She goes down the tee with the first serve. Forehand to forehand here. Backhand from Swiatek. Now backhand from Pegula. Same from Swiatek. Good depth on that backhand from Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here. Big forehand cross from Pegula, and Swiatek goes into the net. So first break point save of 3. More of that needed from Pegula. More of that, Jessica. Her team must be thinking. Swiatek will not be phased. You imagine, though. A couple more opportunities. Pegula goes long with that first serve. Lets her down again. So second serve, pressure point here. crucial point in the context of this match, you'd think. Kick serve, backhand return from Swiatek, backhand cross from Pegula is decent, backhand to backhand rally developing here, backhand line from Swiatek, and forehand from both players. Slice from Pegula, forehand cross from Swiatek, forehand down the line from Pegula is a good one, backhand slice from Swiatek, backhand down the line from Swiatek, and then Pegula goes into the net. And it is that break of serve, that crucial break of serve, which goes the way of Iga Swiatek. She takes a 4-2 lead in this deciding set. And if you're Jessica Pegula, my word, 3 break points opportunities in that previous game, and failed to capitalize. Swiatek succeeds where Pegula failed, and she takes ownership of this final set. Impressive stuff from the poll. How many times have we said that this year? And now she serves a wide forehand to forehand exchange. Forehand down the line from Swiatek. Does it clip the line? No, it goes wide. Goes wide. Love 15. Scoreboard's going to be looking extremely ominous if Swiatek holds here for Pegula. You have to say. Swiatek goes out with the first serve. She goes kicker, backhand to backhand here. Down the court, forehand from Swiatek into out. Now she steps in on the court, forehand down the line, commanding tennis from the Polish world number 1. And nothing Pegula could do about that, really. Too strong. Swiatek, whenever questioned, always just seems to come up with the right answers. Whenever her opponent threatens to make an impact on the game, she says no, thank you. Into the net with the first serve. Second serve to the body of Pegula, and then Pegula goes forehand into the net. Great second serve from Swiatek. Takes us to 30-15 as we do hit the 2-hour mark in this San Diego Open semi-final. It's been a great match, despite the rain delay. The tennis either side has been good to watch. Swiatek goes wide with the first serve. Now she goes to the body of Pegula. Body serve has been effective, that's for sure. Forehand to forehand, backhand from Pegula, backhand from Swiatek now. Both players trading backhands, forehands now. Forehand looped into the corner by Swiatek and takes a shorter one now. And Pegula goes into the net with the backhand. 40-15. Great depth variation there from Swiatek, making the difference there in that point. Pegula really struggling to prolong the rallies, struggling to deal with the power of the pole in these last couple of games. As Swiatek goes to the body again with that first serve, backhand return from Pegula is a good one, but what a forehand down the line from Iga Swiatek. What a forehand as she seals the deal in that game. 5-2 lead out of nowhere, really. Seems like only a few moments ago, we're at 2-2, but now Iga Swiatek is 1 game away from a place in the final. Jessica Pegula serving to stay in this semi. That's the thing, you know, presented with the opportunity, Iga Swiatek seizes it. And you cannot say the same for Jessica Pegula in this final set. You felt really, it was at 15-40 when she had the best chance, Pegula. Because, you know, it just didn't seem like she was going to be able to win 2 consecutive points at deuce. Swiatek has really punished Pegula. The pole has punished Pegula. Bit of alliteration for you on this Sunday morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I know we've had quite a few viewers in earlier on. Not too many comments, which makes me sad. But nonetheless, I hope you're enjoying. Still a decent number of you in the chat. If you're not subscribed already, please, 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 please do so. It would mean the world to us. Really do appreciate it. Okay, Pegula serving to stay in the set. Backhand to backhand here. Forehand from Swiatek. Forehand likewise from Pegula. Forehand line from Pegula. Backhand on the stretch from Swiatek. Forehand cross from Pegula. I believe goes long, meaning it is love 15 here. Another unforced error from the American as she serves into the net. That first serve percentage just drops off massively. It's let her down, you have to think, this in this match. Second serve in play, and then Swiatek goes wild. Hands in the air like, what have I just done? What was the point of that? Sends a forehand return into the tram lines. Gifted Pegula that point, really. Eyes lit up, I think, at that second serve. And it was not a great one. Okay, Pegula goes miles long with that first serve. Don't want to keep repeating it, but it's let her down big time. Second serve in play. Runs around it, does Swiatek on the forehand, so forces an error from Pegula, who can only find the net. 15-30. The pole is just 2 points away from victory now. Okay, what has Pegula got? She needs to dig deep here, needs to find something special here. A serve down the tee is a good one. Forehand well long from Pegula, who puts a hand on her head in dismay as she has presented Iga Swiatek with 2 match points for a place in the final here in San Diego. 2 match points. Here's the first one. Serve from Pegula into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand to backhand here. And backhand long from Swiatek. So 1 match point saved by Jessica Pegula. Has to save another here. Has to save another. As Pegula serves into the net. Second serve here. Pegula in play here. Backhand from Swiatek, backhand from Pegula. Down the middle here. Forehand from both women here. Forehand into the net from Pegula. And Iga Swiatek claims a comeback win here in this San Diego Open semi-final. A match that twisted and turned, had a lengthy rain delay, and ultimately Swiatek came out of that rain delay with fire in her belly and claimed set 2 6-2 and claimed set 3 6-2. So final score 4-6, 6-2, 6-2 in almost 2.25 hours. I mean, I was only able to jump on in the second set, so all I saw was one-way traffic pretty much from Swiatek. Pegula had a good chance though in that final set. 3 break points she had, unable to capitalize, and Swiatek did so in the following game and then ran away with it. So impressive stuff. I believe Fazan was saying that the first set was impressive stuff for the first 4 games from Swiatek, but then a bit of a capitulation, and Pegula came through in that first set impressively. But I do believe, the rain delay did her no favors whatsoever, and in contrast to Swiatek, who was able to regain her focus, her composure, and that we've come really to know and expect from her, even at the young age of 21. And she delivered the goods, which takes her into the final. So guys, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this stream. Had Fazan for the majority of it, and I hopped in as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching along with both of us. Had a good time on this one, that's for sure. In terms of what to look forward to in the next couple of days, we've got obviously the final here. We've got on the men's side, we've also got Rublev Korda and Auger Aliassime versus JJ Wolf in the couple finals tomorrow. So lots to look forward to, that's for sure, in the coming days. We've got let me just pull up. So yeah, so in Florence we've got Auger Aliassime versus Wolf, a Canadian versus American battle there. In Gijón in Spain we've got Rublev versus Korda. That's an exciting one, that's for sure. 2 exciting young players. Definitely looking forward to that. And what else have we got coming up? What else have we got coming up? Well, today now we got Donovekic versus Daniel Collins, the winner of which will meet Swiatek, I believe, on Monday. So yeah, lots to look forward to in the coming days. Hopefully, depending on the availability of the other guys, we'll be able to bring you some coverage of those games, bring you a stream or 2 if we're lucky. But fingers crossed, yeah, we'll see. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this stream. It's been good to commentate along, and look forward to the next one, that's for sure. So this is going to be Ash signing off. Iga Swiatek marches into yet another final in 2022, having a claimed victory over Jessica Pegula of the USA. And so standard procedure really here from the world number 1. Thank you all very, very much for joining Fazan and myself on this live stream. I hope you have enjoyed. Hope the commentary has been of a decent standard and you've been able to follow along. And that leaves me to say thank you very much. See you guys real soon for another live stream. Take care. Bye.